Alright, what is going on, guys? Politics Gaming here, and today I am going to be playing Power and Revolution. However, during this gameplay, I am going to be kicking off my brand new computer that I have finally built, that I am finally using, and I have just been using the past couple of days, mostly to see how it works, to make sure it's not crashing, make sure it's not doing anything, and that of that sort. So now that I am very, very confident that the computer is not breaking, not screwed up, stuff like that. I'm sorry, while I'm doing this, I'm actually just editing the thing because I actually only have one monitor now, so I actually can't kind of edit and stuff like that at the same time. So guys, um, how have y'all been? How have y'all missed me? I have been doing a lot with this computer, and I am very, very glad that I actually have it. So what I'm going to go ahead and do right now is I am going to go ahead and announce that I'm live streaming, and we're going to go ahead and post this in the Power and Revolution Discord, and I'm also going to post it in my official Discord. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll go ahead and get to playing the game. All right. So yeah, this is what's been going on. I have actually just been trying to uh basically make sure this computer works, make sure it's not crappy, and make sure that it is doing exactly what it's supposed to do. So, thank you guys so much for joining in on this live stream. And for those who are just now joining, again, welcome, welcome, welcome. And I'm just kind of setting up my phone, make sure that I am doing everything correctly. And then we're going to go ahead and turn off this light, and then we're also going to have a social commentary about life. What is a bit too far, Nabe? What's going on? What's going on with you? So yeah, today I'm going to be playing as the Republic of Liberia. The Liberians are a former colony. They were actually, historically, Liberia is actually one of the only countries in Africa that actually wasn't colonized. They were actually a protectorate of the United States. And the United States actually somewhat colonized Liberia. However, they did end up basically having this like really, really close relationship with the United States. So let's actually check out our neighbors. So we have the Republic of the Ivory Coast to our east. And they have a $35 billion GDP, 24 million people. Wow. And maybe we can switch over to the Republic of the Ivory Coast. Definitely don't want to be playing someone like Nigeria or something like that. I was just picking Liberia because I do think that they actually have a very interesting geopolitical situation. So GDP $2.1 billion. We're only 0.003% of the world's GDP as of right now. We are making $661 million worth of exports and then importing over $1 billion of imports, over actually nearly $2 billion. So we have a $1.1 billion trade deficit. So in order to combat this, we're also going to go ahead and start checking up on our other situations. We have 100% of our electricity is actually being produced by fossil energy, which actually we only have 15. We only have 15 power plants. However, we do not have any consumption in the terawatts. However, we do have production. So we still actually we have a very, very slight edge in production. Have you ever heard of the general? He's a Liberian warlord turned missionary. You could probably find video on him if you search for him. I actually have not heard of that, so I'll actually look into that after this live stream. So for first off, we're actually going to go ahead and invest in some renewable energies. We're going to go ahead and build a wind farm, and we're going to build this on the coast because that's actually where you need to build these things. You can't really build them inside of the country. You need to build them on the coastlines, which is where most of the wind actually is. Legislation. We have no legislation on that. We're gonna have to go ahead and come over here. What is our... Okay, so we have $2 billion in expenditures and $1 billion in... So we have a we have like $100 million deficit right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a $250,000. You know, actually, we're gonna go ahead and do $125,000 worth of subsidies. You know, instead of the billions and billions and billions and maybe even millions of dollars that we actually pump into these industries, I'm actually going to go ahead and just fill them in by very small increments until we can actually get our economy to grow. So we're going to go ahead and go to the next day. We're going to see how that works out. People actually didn't like the public finances, but they did like my investment in agriculture. So we're not going to increase value-added tax yet. Legislation, change the level of tax investigation. Let's keep going. Let's see what's going on. All right, let's go to work. Check on the unemployed. We're gonna go ahead and check on that. Let's go to legislation. Let's go ahead and increase the minimum wage to $45. It's going to be an increase in about 30 million. Ooh, wow. Wow, that's going to hurt. Yeah, that actually like made people like us, but they're going to hate us once this actually gets failed. This is something disturbing budget deficit. I mean, it's not that big of a deal yet. African countries are so hard. This is actually... Liberia is the first African country that I'm actually playing. So... good luck. Okay, so let's go over here. Let's go to legislation. Companies. Go ahead and pump about $3 million into that. It's going to pass 88%. Best country in Africa to play as is Botswana. Democratic Republic of the Congo is really hard. No oil to help. True. Wow, we have 13 people watching this live stream. This is the first live stream Power and Revolution I have actually done in a while. Thank you all for watching right now. I must inform. We have a near 6% budget deficit right now. Wow, look at that. Alright, let's see what our spending is going into. $700 million is going into education. $600 million is going into health and social. $700 million around. Nearly $800 million is actually going into health and social security. $71 million is going into agriculture. Justice is holding about $7 million. Defense, $69 million, up from $17 million, actually. Justice, defense, 3.6. Debt reimbursement, we're gonna have to go ahead and change this. Come on, come on. Alcohol and driving. Okay, so let's actually, there's a couple of these I've never actually seen.
For the moment, we have the
Industry in trouble. The numbers are alarming. Our energy report is showing shortages that will prove fatal. If we don't take matters into our own hands, we must reinforce or even divide our energy resources at the risk of no longer being able to provide the needs for our industry or for those of the population. So we are actually dealing with that right now. Then we have housing, a national priority. If you ask me, Botswana is one of the few countries in Africa. It has safe foods, aplenty, and good health care from what I've heard. How can you decrease the cost of Social Security? They take a huge portion of the budget. So let's go over here. Social Security is basically anything that is going into the social system. So it would be stuff like, you know, retirement pensions, income tax exoneration. Some of these you can't actually put away. It also goes into stuff like this. This is also a part of Social Security. So it's kind of like a mixed bag, and it's kind of like divided between each other. What they should actually do is actually divide it between healthcare, like actual healthcare, and then Social Security. And that would basically help you divide those costs and then cut costs, since they are actually listed as two different budgetary situations.
for the moment.
Current tax on alcohol, very low and indirectly poses big problems for our policy to prevent traffic accidents. Finance department who agrees with me on this in order to decide on an increase in this tax. So they're telling me, oh wow, we got 17 viewers right now. Almost had a large 18, but I didn't get to see it. If I actually and going on to Nabe's question, if we actually if you guys actually want to see more of Liberia, I can actually make this a series. I can't make it a like actual series, but what I can actually do is make it another live stream series if you guys actually like it. So what we can actually do is actually we can improve the economic situation in Liberia. We can improve the situation of the industry and make sure that we are supplying our people with food and basic needs. In the future, we can improve the healthcare situation, the educational situation. It's gonna be a very hard road, and we're not gonna have a lot of room for error. So Liberia is going to probably be one of the most difficult nations that I've actually played as. If you guys actually want to do that. Roll out those agricultural subsidies. I actually already did. I already introduced about $150,000 worth of subsidies to all industries. So let's go over here. 12 months. Millions of dollars going into geothermal plants. Nigeria has a lot of oil, but has a huge problem with liquor. I don't think I'm actually a huge player in the oil industry. To rule is to foresee. We are facing a space problem in elementary schools. You should anticipate this and take the necessary steps now before the situation gets out of control. Alright, and that's over with. New political family. Let's go ahead and check out on that educational situation. So he is saying that in primary school we have 24 students for every teacher, and then secondary schooling we have 16 students for every teacher. So 68 students in the Central African Republic. We have 35,000 teachers. We have 23,000 higher education students, which is only 0.5% of the nation's population. Since we actually do have a smaller population, we can actually control it better than we would as the United States. play Bifra? I don't know. How do you make industries grow without giving them subsidies? Lower taxes on the corporate tax. We have no industry at all. We need to. Oh wow. Oh man, I wish. Am I in the World Trade Organization? That is a question that I need to answer. Liberia, the World Trade Organization. We are not. We are not a member of the World Trade Organization. This actually gives us a lot of room to make something of ourselves. So let's go ahead and go over to industry, and then let's go ahead and introduce a 10% customs duty on all industries in Liberia. Alarming industry results. It results place us back behind our main competitors, and I'm afraid this is more than a simple temporary decline. It is obvious that we do not return to the correct path. Consequences in terms of production, competition, and employment could be disastrous for the country. Can you imagine this happening? Can you imagine this happening as, like, you know, a modern country if you were playing this as like Spain, Canada, the United States, Mexico, Turkey, Russia, stuff like that? Wow, that law was rejected and people actually liked it. Oh no, we got strikes coming in. The bill has been voted on, but the law has been passed. When will dead zones end? Oh, they're talking about whoa! Whoa! Oh man, this sucks. This actually really sucks.
The bill has been
Goddamn bugs. Whatever. Let's go ahead and fund a living hell out of all of our healthcare. Oh my god. I have negative spending right now. No, negative expenditures. Yeah, negative spending. What the heck? That's funny. That is funny. Oh my god. That is just... Let's go ahead and subsidize all of these by about $50 million each. We have... Oh shit. We have expenditures again. So I guess negative spending might help out a little bit. Except, you know, in like 2 years this is gonna bite my ass. I don't see a strike going on. There's like 2 strikes going on right now. 4,000 people. Wow, that's gonna hurt my economy so much. Oh, that's why I couldn't see it. Oh, 16,000 people. Never mind. Freight transportation is jammed.
Freight transport may have a negative impact on the economy. If businesses cannot...
Ambient success with the strikes. As long as they don't cripple our economy, then we're good. Let's check what our gross national happiness actually is. You should focus on security next so you don't get killed. Never seen X, that's so huge. Oh my god. Taxation 11%. Oh wow. Budget industry. Look at that. Social Security is 156% of our GDP, and then industry is 135%. So we broke the pie chart. Oh my god. I think it's because like our GDP is I mean, I can actually understand how the game kind of
Hello, it's me, Jesus Christ, and today I'm about to give you a reach around for the next 3 years. Now, let's talk politics. Well, first off, we're going to start out with what the hell is George Washington doing? He's just crazy, right? Wow. All right. Well, that was my stand-up comedy. I hope you guys have a great day. Good night. Off me, you dumb bitch. Come here, bitch. Come on. Bitch! Fucking thing. Sorry, stream. That was my stand-up comedy for the day. Fuck.
Oh, son of a bitch, why'd my game quit?
Ow!
PG got raided by some random Texan.
Ow! Fuck this catch. Seriously.
It's 9. Oh, it's 9:12.
Fuck.
George Bush was here, guys.
Hey! Come on! Come on! Bring it, bitch! Come on! Come on! Hey! Ah!
This live stream is going down the drain.
What?
Just like my channel. Y'all ever think your channel's so trash that you just want to shut it down, but you know you can't? Because that's how I'm feeling right now. Shh. France, I owe them the most money. That's funny. All Texans are always high. How do you not know that? Do you want to
All of them are all
tell
like, all the apartments?
you want telling me more about your pizza deliveries?
Hell yeah.
Whenever you saw someone get shot? No, he
I'm
started
gonna
beating.
start stabbing my kid.
He started beating the shit out of his kid. You know, like then
He didn't beat the
he
stab the
was
shit.
shanking his ass. You know.
He was stabbing a 3-year-old. Late Nigeria. Texan. This is
Why is everyone starting to tell me to play Nigeria?
Are you?
What? That's just because they hate me. I'm playing as Spain right now. You know what's...
Ouch!
Spain is not a real country. That's just actually rude. That's like it's probably saying like your country is not real. Pronounced Mexico. Yeah, but who discovered Mexico? The Indians.
We are going to.
Were you gonna say the N-word? Hey, don't say the N-word. That's a bad word.
I don't want to eat you, man.
Did you see?
Can you today, Junior?
Michelle Obama said that the N-word passes my authority. The penguins of Madagascar, didn't you see them? Alright. Nigeria. Oh man, you ever... Oh man, I'm gonna use this microphone that some company paid $12 to ship to me.
It was only $12.
To hang myself, you know. Alright guys.
This is the end of PG. Good night.
Thanks Funko Pop for sponsoring this video. I'm gonna go ahead and hang myself with their video.
Send that to the company. Oh, he's actually killing himself.
Oh man. This is murder. Oh shit, turkey. Oh shit! What's going on? Oh shit. Oh my god, France is attacking me. This is like... There's like 1.3 million people coming out to strike.
Unlimited strike.
How do you lose a sponsor overnight?
What's that?
Ugh. I'm telling you, these guys are fucking terrifying. Wait, hang on, it's Theresa May. It's the woman who keeps saying that she's gonna leave the European Union. How to lose what sponsor? I never had a sponsor.
Our current situation is critical.
That is terrifying.
Faced with repeated provocations from this rogue state that is threatening both our country and the international community, I have made a conscious decision to declare war. We regret.
Wait, it's Yellow Vest guy. And it's Argentina. Wait, when can we go to war with the Falklands again?
The budget deficit. We are in a dead end.
Oh man.
And I resign. That's it. Oh man, this live stream is going very well. This is like the best way to kick off my new computer, boys.